Want to get your hands on some sports cards?
Hell yes!
You're in the right place.
Good morning.
Is everybody ready?
Welcome to the weekly Target Watch on Schultzy's Card Pull.
What is up, sports fans? Oh my goodness, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody. How y'all doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you are all as happy, healthy, good as you can be this morning. Early on a Tuesday morning. What's up, everybody? Sports fans alike, all waiting for some sports cards to drop on Target.com. Welcome on in, everybody. We got the Target tracker up. About 4 minutes now. Officially 4 minutes away from the hot zone. Here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. Seeing a lot of people already in the chat, hanging out. Good morning. And I saw some earlier debate. I understand that it's obviously not quite been any other day than Wednesdays for the past 6 weeks or so. Sorry, I got to turn the music on, the volume down. And it hasn't been any day but Wednesdays for the last 6 weeks or so. However, as soon as I don't stream on Tuesdays, you guys, they're going to drop on Tuesdays. They're going to totally switch it up. And I must say, I'm not just here for views. If I legitimately didn't think that there was a chance that they were going to drop today, I wouldn't be up. I would just sleep in. I'd tell you all to sleep in. Hey, it's like, hey, there's really no reason for me to be awake, you guys either. But I actually think there's a chance that they can switch it up today and drop on a Tuesday, especially after last week's big drop, even though it was Columbus Day yesterday, Indigenous Peoples Day. Whichever way you look at it, some companies celebrate that holiday, some companies don't. There were companies that had people at work yesterday. So, what's going on, everybody? Team Swisher says the Amiyas low. I love it. Yeah, Swish wore the hat backwards, dude. Swish is hilarious, and just that look that he had when he was at the plate, just like that big pile of chewing tobacco that he was chewing on along with gum or whatever the hell he was doing. Steve Piero says, my dude Schultzy, what's going on, everybody? Hang loose. Got my chalky milk ready to go. I already see some people asking links. Links are all in the description. We should be ready to go with links. They are updated from last week. We've got the Optic down below. We've got the Select Football Megas from last week that went. Everything, even the Donruss basketball fat packs that were basically just an in-store pickup item, one of those things that Target was testing with their new pilot program, trying to start possibly slowly but surely rolling out some in-store pickups after some online orders. Southside Collections is Schultzy. Take your hat off. Let's see that morning hair. There you guys go. I need a haircut. It's why I am not just like doing my hair this morning. There you guys go. Man, I am running on about 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. I'd call it more of a nap. But I'm still ready to go. Lots going on in the world of sports, you guys, in the last 12 hours even. If you did not see the news, John Gruden out as NFL head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. And obviously the drama surrounding that. It was a very, very shocking headline, that's for sure, to see one of the major NFL head coaches that has been one of the longest tenured guys in the league be brought down by this scandal, but there you go. Blaze One Sports saying, I got a confirmation email a couple days ago. I thought they took it out of my cart. 3 select hangers. Ooh, congrats, bud. 3 select hangers. Southside Collection says, Schultz, you drinking horchata? Not this morning, but oh my goodness, I love horchata. There was a place near me. It is called Muchas Gracias, and they have the best, at least locally. It's where I can get like the best horchata that I can find around here in Oregon. Oh my goodness, so good. Yeah, what's up? CyberX Sports Cards and Collectibles throwing up the hang loose. I appreciate you, man. Rooting for president, says Wayne Schurman. Got a whole 5.5 hours of sleep. Let's go, says Jesse Flips and more. Oh my goodness, seriously, you guys. Please smash that like button. Helps me feed 2 kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Really, really appreciate it, you guys. Sends it out to more people. Lets YouTube know. And we are so close to 10,000 subscribers. If we could hit that today, that would just be insane. But yeah, you guys, as I kind of break down the top sports headlines, if you want to make sure that you're all logged in on Target.com and that you also, if you need to do a test purchase, or this is like your first week with the red card, or you haven't really gotten anything lucky with the red card in the past 2 weeks. I remember a lot of people even just getting like Donruss football, but say you haven't bought sports cards in the past couple of weeks on Target.com, I would go make a test purchase of either hand sanitizer or candy is what I like to do. Something that if you want, you can just cancel. But if maybe you say you wanted a Chrome Baseball Blaster Box, that'd be a good test purchase. What you do with this test purchase, you guys, you enter all your info through then on this one, or through that way on this one purchase, and then you really don't have to do anything on the next purchase when you're going through on Target.com, like entering your PIN and whatnot, stuff like that. It saves you a lot of time. Although there are Chrome extensions out there, I should address this, and I believe some are free. I don't know how good the free ones are. But there are Chrome extensions that do allow you to put all of your info in on a web page pretty much instantly. So check those out as well. Circuit City card drop coming up, so Southside Collections. Oh my gosh, throwback to the early 2000s and late 90s for the Circuit City reference, man. Starting to make me feel old. Things that people should know about really don't. And I guess that's okay because it is, what, a 15 to 17-year-old store at this point? Circuit City, man. That was my dad's favorite place to shop for electronics back in the day. For the fun of the hobby, hoping for a Tuesday drop today? Absolutely we are. We're definitely hoping for a Tuesday drop. Darn tootin', man. Tuesday drops galore. Let's go. They're going to switch it up at some point. Joe's Card Stash, morning to you, buddy. Hang loose, everyone. Brent Lawhorn says, I talked to the worker at Target. She said that Target will most likely start selling cards December 1st. So we're talking in-store again. In-store card sales on December 1st. Says an employee. Now, I'm not surprised that they would actually tell you that. What that means is the corporate mandate has been maybe not quite sent out yet, but they've talked to a few managers about their future plans. So... Furby drop today. Drop at Kmart confirmed. I'm really loving the chat. It's actually getting quite unique. I'm really appreciating that. Drop at Kmart. Blockbuster drop, says Jinzo. To Elise's, Family Bargain was the place to get clothes and uniform back in the 90s. There you go. Throwback indeed, man. Getting all those stores, guys. And by the way, if you do want to join the community, the same one that's here every morning, you guys, I do have a free Discord linked down in the description of the video. All Be Games asking what loaded. Nothing has loaded. We have not seen anything backloading yet. I would love to see some Optic Megas. See somebody in the chat mentioning those. No drop as of yet this morning, you guys. We are in the hot zone, you guys. As of 3 minutes ago, apologize for missing that, but we are in the hot zone, baby. Let's go. JCPenney drop confirmed. All right, this is awesome. And honestly, those are all places that I wouldn't have been surprised other maybe than one of the stores that was completely unrelated to like retail sales of just regular goods. Like Kmart and Sears, and I mean, now that those are the same company, obviously you wouldn't be surprised, but like JCPenney would not be surprised if they started selling sports cards at JCPenney. I mean, come on. Would you guys be surprised? I wouldn't be. But yeah, anyways, if y'all have any questions about how to enter everything on Target.com or how to not get locked out, I'm actually fighting that same problem myself. I got locked out 2 times. For the first time ever, I got locked out twice during a drop. And I'm actually wondering if, I think somebody said this in the chat last week. I think it's possibly because I'm using links from monitors. My group Card Snipers, the monitors that I use every single week that I've used basically since the beginning of 2021 to alert me when not only cards are dropping, but PlayStation 5s, Xboxes, that kind of thing. They do alert for other stuff as well. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I didn't update the ticker. Ha! That's a production error on my end. Whoopsies. I knew I was forgetting something. This morning. Thank you to whoever pointed that out. If I had a cookie or a free pack of cards, I would absolutely give that to you. Thank you. Thank you. Macho Shop says, I can confirm JCPenney's has had Pokemon cards 1 year ago. They had Unified Minds Pack for $8. See, there you go, guys. Not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest that is a spot where you could find Target Pokemon cards other than Target as of a year ago. Toys R Us drop confirmed. Change your banner, Schultzy. Thank you so much, Jen Wilson. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all of you guys. My bad, everybody. Getting everybody excited. I do apologize. What products loaded this morning? Nothing has loaded as of yet, although the ticker is supposed to be up to date. It is right now. And the links are in the description. That is very true. That is a true part. And yeah, speaking of, you guys, as I was getting just saying about getting locked out twice in one drop, I believe it's because I'm using links from monitors. So what I'm going to test this week, I'm probably going to reach out to customer service if I have issues again, is I'm just going to try using the regular links as opposed to the ones that are notifying people on the Discord servers that I'm a part of that stuff's in stock. So maybe that'll help. Maybe that's the reason that people are getting locked out, because those links are the ones that are used by bots more often than not. So I'm trying to test that out, and I'll see where I get this week, because I'm willing to try and figure that stuff out, you guys. Last week, what dropped? Asking David Barron. Confirmed Radio Shack drops today, says Brett C. I freaking love it. You guys are making me laugh. No, this is hilarious. Kason, good morning. Blaze1 asking if anybody collects MetaZoo. That is blowing the F up. MetaZoo is blowing up. Grant says I got locked out 4 times last drop. Did you have to change your password, Grant, 4 times? Because I had to change mine twice. And guys, somebody was asking what dropped last week. Here you go. We have seen drops on Wednesdays for the last 6 weeks on Target.com. 6 weeks running. I am not making that up. I've kept track. The last 6 weeks, it has been a Wednesday. And you see it right there. Wednesday, October 6th, backloaded super early, basically. Usually the time right as I get on at 3:45 a.m. Pacific time. And Select Blasters went first, then Select Megas, then Select Football Megas, then Optic Basketball Blasters, Donruss Football Blasters, Select Basketball Hangers. First time we've seen those on Target.com. And then some Donruss Basketball Fat Packs and Prestige Football Megas. Now, there were only 300 Prestige Football Megas, so basically nobody got those. I mean, like nobody. The Donruss Basketball Fat Packs were in-store pickups, online order only, something the Target was kind of testing on a pilot program, trying that process out. I don't know how it worked. Let me guys know in the chat if you did score some Donruss Basketball Fat Packs as in-store pickup items, and tell me how that went. You know, did you get like 2 or 3, and was it basically just like going to pick up any other item curbside? Be interested to hear about that with the process picking sports cards up. I doubt it would be any different, but would love to hear about it anyways. The Select Basketball Blasters, not many of those dropped. Only around, I say 900 to 1,000 if memory serves correct. And those went really, really quickly, and those were first as the drop started at 409 last week, you guys. And then the Select Basketball Megas, not really very easy to score for me. I don't know how many there were. I'm wondering if it was just when I say these are bot bait, I think that means that they're like trying to get info on what accounts are going for certain products to keep an eye on that in the future and maybe to lock you out. That's what I say when I think Target is using a product as bot bait. So, and then obviously the Optic Blasters dropping near 50,000 of those, tons of people scoring those, and then some more Donruss Football Blasters as well. Almost 30,000 of those, if memory serves. So a ton of product dropped last week, you guys. It was a fat stock. And then some Select Football Megas, couple to a few thousand of those dropped. And I wanted to say something about the method that somebody sent me last week. So everybody, there were people that were freaking out in the chat, saying, oh my gosh, you're like totally screwing us trying to use this method that you're not telling us about. I'll go send it to you if you want. I actually even posted it in a comment to somebody in the last Wednesday drop. So last week, it is in the comments. I posted the link that I got. It was for an app called Chicory. And I've never heard of this app before, but what it allowed me to do was cart select football mega boxes with this link, and it used this Chicory app. And what I found out, and I wasn't able to get select football megas because by the time I had gotten that link and actually gotten stuff in my cart, everything was out of stock. So I got screwed over there, unfortunately. However, this link from an app that I had never heard of made me want to go investigate the app, and the app really has no relation to sports cards at all. Chicory, it's like a sales and receipt gathering program, and what you can do is, and along with it, mixes stuff with like recipes, so you can like pick and choose different items at different stores to have like on a list. So what I think that did is it basically has like a program where you can cart certain items that you like have on a favorites list, but I don't have that. There's really no app that I saw that I could download. There was nothing that I could find on it. It was just this link that I tried to use. So I don't know how you set it up with other products. I don't know any of that. So I was trying to let you guys know what happened last week. I'm trying to be totally transparent and just explaining everything that I went through and what happened when I got that link. And it doesn't necessarily guarantee you anything. However, a program that is able to cart those items through the storm of people trying to check out all at the same time would be a huge advantage. So I promise you, if I find it again in a way that allows you to basically change it up to any product that you want, and it allows you to cart any product you want, I'll pass it along, and hopefully we'll all score some sports cards. It'd be freaking awesome. So Lucas, I might whatever for a little, but I'll be back. See ya. I'm assuming he meant like leave for a little. No worries. Anything on the back end? Asking Doc Holiday. Nothing on the back end as of yet. We are hanging out though just after 4:12 Pacific time, 7:12 East Coast time. You lucky duckies, man. You don't have to wake up as early as I do to do this live stream. I'll tell you what. I don't mind it though. Not normally an early riser, however, as I get older, seems to change every single year. So yeah, you guys, that's what happened last week. It was super odd with the Target.com drop because there were a couple of products that you couldn't really cart. And I would have gotten Optic basketball blasters if it weren't for me being logged out for the second time and having to change my password for the second time during the drop last week. Len Weaver says, my Optic blasters arrived crushed. That sucks, man. That absolutely sucks. That's terrible. You should be able to get a refund on those. Maybe even keep the boxes and get the refund. I'm not sure how that works, but you might be able to do that. Rocco, good morning to you. Panini quality control sniffing glue again on Optic, says Adam. And yeah, no kidding, man. Donruss Optic basketball, or it looks as bad as Donruss Optic football out of the mega boxes. I did a football mega box battle with Tri-City Pulls for 2020, and he pulled like a Joe Burrow out of his mega box, and thankfully that wasn't miscut. It was actually fairly decently centered and looked okay. But most of the cards from that mega box looked absolutely terrible, and I felt horrible because like I pulled it off the shelf and sent it to him so he could just purchase it at retail as opposed to buying it for, I think at the time it was like 3 times market price, so 130 to 150 bucks for an Optic football mega box from 2020. Yet all the cards in it, except for a couple, and thank goodness the hit wasn't that way, all the cards were pretty miscut. And you guys, what that tells me, good morning to you, Paul Lewis, is that Panini does not care about the set collectors out there. And they haven't cared about the set collectors out there for a while. And now because Fanatics has taken over, or they will be taking over the game here in about 2, 3, 4 years, unfortunately, they are not going to have to care. And they can continue to have miscut cards and just kind of tell you, oh, we're trying, you know, we have problems. Like when the cards are off diagonally as well as being off like in the sheet, like when it's cut diagonally and it's off centered either top to bottom or left to right, it's like, what kind of issues are you guys having over there? Good Lord. It can't be that hard. I mean, your printer company is just lazy or just bad at their jobs if that's the kind of quality control issues you're having on a regular basis. And then the fact that you just send them out really goes to show you how much Panini thinks of their customers. I'm sorry, it does. I mean, I want to say I love my card companies, but it's becoming more obvious that, like, they just don't give a rat's ass about us in a lot of different ways. So, I mean, literally, their companies employees at one point did not care about their redemptions. Go look it up. Go find the reason why Panini has like a year, 2 or 3 delay on getting their redemptions filled. I'm still over a year ago. I put it in on September 20th, 2020, waiting for a redemption to be filled either in points. Joey says, good morning, Daddy Schultzy. What's up, man? Still waiting for a redemption to be fulfilled either in just points for Panini's website or a card of equal value. However, they have not gotten back to me. I've emailed them 4 times about it, once like every 3 months, and I've emailed just regular customer services about it. I guess I just have to try and make a call and see who the hell I'm going to talk to. So it's just super frustrating, you guys, that they, and the reason I bring that up is because the source of that delay, and you can go and find Panini employees being quoted saying this. I'm not making this up. This is confirmed news from the hobby, and it's ridiculous. Employees were lazy. They didn't do their jobs correctly. So literally, they had employees that did not give a rat's ass about us as collectors. I mean, period, cut and dry. And they're saying they're trying to do better, and they're saying they're trying to work through a system, but like, God, it's just hard to believe that. It's so hard to believe that. Jonathan Amaya says, Topps is fast with redemptions. Panini sucks. Yeah, you know, Topps actually did have some really good points of contact. Their website obviously wasn't one of them, but if you did get a redemption, you got it pretty quickly from Topps, from what I've seen. So the calibrator has one job. One job, LOL, says Wayne. Tommy asking if he's wondering if they started reprinting NFL Select. I don't think they started reprinting it. I just think that it's been sitting in a couple of massive pallets in some warehouses around, you know, the country for the last 3 months or so, just kind of being held back. And guys, a lot of times what you see, if you're seeing products that are being put up on Target.com in smaller quantities, it's more likely that it was kind of a extra heap set aside for either returns for damaged product, like I see a lot of you guys talking about the process to get that corrected, or orders that were screwed up, that kind of thing. Usually, as a contingency plan, businesses set aside a few boxes. So when they get or a few of that product. I mean, if I'm running a business, you guys, if I get 10,000 of a product in, I'm probably only going to put up 97 or 9,800 of that product initially and save 200 in case I have some major issues going on. I mean, that's just kind of the smart thing that you do as a business owner and as a seller. So I would think that Target.com, being a massive multi-billion-dollar corporation, has the ability to do that and knows what they're doing there. All right, you guys. So, yeah, smash that like button. I appreciate all of you. We are close to 10,000 subscribers here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Maybe we'll hit it today, but we'll probably hit it tomorrow. That'd be awesome if we hit it today. 10,000 subscribers. Oh, my goodness, you guys. So, yeah, if you are watching and you aren't subscribed, do me a favor. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button for me. Help me get to 10,000. I never, ever thought that I would get 10,000 subscribers. Honestly, on the start of this journey, I was hoping I'd get a few thousand subs and maybe try to build something from there. And I have gotten more than that. And it's been an absolute wild ride. And JR Sports Cards is somebody that I owe a lot to because he started this whole morning live stream thing. But I will say I think I've taken up the mantle pretty well and done it in a way that has been different and better than the other channels doing it out there. Restock tomorrow, says B for the Ev, or B for the V, excuse me. I don't know, man. We've seen products dropping on the back end, like anywhere from 430 until 450 at the latest when I've been there for restocks. I understand they haven't been doing that lately. Oh, man. It's definitely an early morning, though. I understand why people are just like, oh, man, like Tuesdays, why am I even waking up? Because they like to change it up. They do. Brett asking what my RPM is, like, for YouTube. I'm confused by that. Sorry. I'm tired. John Ray, if it's been 2 years, you're not getting your redemption. Well, John Panini actually supposedly has said that they will honor older redemptions. So. Kevin says, I'm going to see Slipknot tomorrow. Nothing else matters. Congrats, buddy. That sounds like a fun show for you. Definitely always fun, even in the midst of all this crap going on in the world right now, to go see your favorite band. Especially if you're being safe. Silver Sport, Pikachu and Eevee status, please. Ooh, yeah, that's a good question, you guys. Usually the kitties are asleep when there's not a drop going on. And usually they are scratching at my door when there is a drop going on. And this morning, they are not scratching at my door. They are asleep. So, we will see. Maybe they arrive here in 10 minutes, and that means that there's going to be a drop. But they have been quiet as of now. Kitties definitely know. Kitties definitely know when there's a drop going on. Tabletop Geek says Schultzy's wife getting pissed for him getting up so early. LOL. No, actually, she loves that I'm doing this. She supports the hell out of me. She supports the hell out of me. Joey asking how old I am. I am 32. My birthday is February 18th. Happy to state that. I actually share a birthday with John Travolta, Vanna White, Yoko Ono, and a couple other famous people that I'm forgetting. Brian Lawhorn says, I told you, Schultzy, those teams that lost in the Super Bowl will not do good in the year following that loss. Look at Kansas City. They are floundering. They are not doing very well. You're not wrong, Brian. You are not wrong. Ben says, got my redemption about 3 months. Sorry I missed it. Was that from Topps or Panini, my friend? Chris asking if an Optic fast break hobby worth getting. I don't know, man. What is it? Half the price of a regular hobby box, like without any guarantees other than parallels? I don't know, buddy. People asking where the Nesquik is. Right here, you guys. Nesquik is right there. Ugh. I know that the quality control on the retail looks pretty bad, but I might just recommend you waiting for retail if you want to save your money. I mean, if you want to take the risk, take the risk, man. JDL Cam 23 says, I turned 57 today. Congrats, man. Happy birthday to you. 57? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to JDL Cam 23. That is absolutely awesome. Here on your birthday, man. I appreciate you stopping by. So much stuff going on, you guys, outside of the world of sports cards. So, yeah, if you did want to talk about anything related to Target.com drops, I'm happy to go over procedures on making sure you stay logged in, making sure that all your info is ready to go. Talk about the red cards, which, yeah, if you have not heard, all the good stuff is back to red card exclusive. So get those red cards, either debit or credit versions, you guys. Debit red cards are super easy to get, and they're almost instant. You can get that that number for a drop basically immediately. Dub Sports asking anything drop yet? No. No stock as of yet. No stock as of yet this morning. I do have all the updated links from last week in the description, though, you guys. Nesquik card drop today, says Tabletop Geek. I love it. Hobby prices are ridiculous, Yummy Oslo says. Yes, they are. They are super inflated. And, I mean, go watch like the box battle of a PRIZM basketball hobby box that Pac-Man did with somebody at the national card show back in, it was the yearly national show back in Chicago, I think, 2 months ago. And there was nothing in either box. I mean, $2,000? That's my rent. Are you freaking kidding me? And I mean, obviously, rent is expensive in Portland, Oregon, and we live in a bit of a bigger space because, you know, we need offices and whatnot. But like, are you freaking kidding me? I would not spend that on a hobby box ever. Not unless I'm making maybe the kind of money that Pac-Man is. But even still, I think that is just such a devaluation of the dollar in general. Oh my goodness. Sports Card Junkie says, good morning, Schultzy. Let's hit 10K today. Oh, that would be awesome. Let's hit 10,000 subscribers. Oh, my goodness. Please and thank you. Cannot even believe that I'm this close to 10,000 subscribers, you guys. We're so close. And speaking of expensive hobby boxes, Aaron Queen says, I'm 33. My mom still loves me. That's awesome, Aaron. I'm 32 and my mom still loves me. How do you know that your Target online red card exclusives are happening? Is it based on your card information? No. Basically, when you go to check on any item, it'll say red card exclusive in the area above where the price is listed or where it should be listed on that particular item. And guys, by the way, take advantage. There is a couple of coupons right now on Target.com. There's a spend $50, save $10 on toys, which the sports cards do fall under the toys category. And then there is also a spend $100, save $25. I don't know if those can be applied together, but hey, you buy $100 of sports cards and save $25. Basically, a free coupon. It's awesome. Kevin's Collectibles says 2K rent. That's scalping. No, not in Portland, Oregon, man. That's pretty standard. That's pretty standard. It is not even expensive here in this area. Aaron CT, good morning to you. Arcot Ramathorn 1, much love from Knoxville. How you doing, man? Welcome on in. How about them Red Sox, says Kevin Robinson. Yeah, guys, we're getting close to 4:30 Pacific time, close to 7:30 East Coast time, 6:30 Central, 5:30 Mountain here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. Waiting 4 cards to possibly drop on Target.com, and I do see somebody saying that those 2 coupons cannot be applied together. Thank you so much for letting me know. And yeah, you guys, as we wait for cards to drop on Target.com, hopefully we can hit 10,000 subscribers here on Schultzy's Card Pulls today. That would be awesome. So much stuff going on in the world of sports, obviously. The one thing I mentioned, other than the John Gruden thing, he stepped down as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders after a couple of New York Times reports detailing a bunch of past homophobic, misogynist, sexist comments and behavior and attitudes the last, 4 days? It's Tuesday. I mean, his last week has been quite the opening of a can of worms from his past, hasn't it? So John Gruden stepping down as coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, but I do see a lot of people mentioning the Red Sox. Happy about the Red Sox. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations to you Red Sox fans out there. They did clinch the ALDS, a win over the Rays, sacrifice fly for the walk-off of Kike Hernandez's bat, or off of Kike Hernandez's bat, I should say. And my prediction is they're going to go on to face the Astros. However, White Sox could make it happen, right? So yeah, the Red Sox, they're going to be one of the teams in the ALCS. Congratulations to you Red Sox fans, my Seattle Mariners. Not even close to getting into the playoffs by the end of that Sunday, where the Blue Jays, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Mariners were all fighting for one spot, man. That was painful. And then I told my wife in the 3rd inning when they were down, all right, babe, when it gets to the 7th, you're going to hear the words nucleus, you're going to hear the words future, you're going to hear the words bright, and you're going to hear the words young team. And we heard all those words said, every single one of them, by all the Mariners broadcasters. Not that their future isn't bright. I'm so stoked where that franchise is headed, and I'm actually excited for the first time in a long time about where that franchise is headed. But it's just so predictable, and as a sports fan, sometimes it kind of gets, at least for me, it just gives me a bad taste in my mouth, because you wonder, is this all there is as a sports fan? Literally, like, I can predict what they're going to say, and I have to be okay with it. And if I'm not okay with it, then I'm just the negative Nancy. It's like, well, Jordan, that's your option. Come on, Schultzy, you can be an optimistic fan and just say, yeah, get on board. They got the nucleus. They didn't make the playoffs this year. Whatever, man. It's life. Move on. Why do I root for sports then? Why am I passionate? I mean, yes, it's a fun place to drink and hang out with friends, but why do I want my team to do well then? Come on. It's just, that concept kind of makes my mind just rattle in its own freaking skull a little bit. So JTR card says, that's called a cliche. Yes, But we have to live our lives by cliches. Otherwise, other people get upset about it. They're like, dude, you're negative. Bro, chill. Like, but you're literally the one saying, okay, this is exactly what I said was going to be said, and you're just rolling off it like a script. Come on, man. Come on. Henry Charles says, damn, you know what all, Schultzy? They should give you their job. I don't know if you're being sarcastic. I mean, I don't know at all. It's just super easy to see where something's going. It's just I'm 32 going on 33. I've been rooting for sports hardcore since I was like 8 years old. And the last time the Mariners made the playoffs was 2001. So I've been listening to the same BS tape spin in my head during their games for the last 20 years because that's all they've had to talk about is the future. So I don't know. Aaron CT says, LOL is a sports fan. Talk about as good as it gets. Be a Lions fan. Ooh, and that reminds me, you guys, upset of the week. I've already got it today here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. So I've actually got a lock of the week and an upset of the week. And I know people are going to laugh, but hey, they laughed when I said that the Chiefs were going to cover the spread a couple weeks ago. And they did for the second time in 15 games. So I don't know. You know, I guessed right that time. So I'm going to throw a couple guesses this week. All right, NFL lock upset of the week. Both of them right here, you guys. Cincinnati. Here's my lock of the week. Cincinnati is going to cover the 3-point spread in Detroit on the road against an undefeated Lions team. Sorry, Aaron. I know that those Lions have been tough to watch, but I still think that Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals going to roll on in and cover the 3-point spread on the road against the 0-5 Lions. And then my upset of the week, y'all are going to laugh, but look at the schedule this weekend. What game stands out to you? This one stands out to me as an opportunity to make money if it goes right. And I think that is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins 1-4 on the road, facing the Jacksonville Jaguars and the dramatic mess that is their team, defeated at 0-5 so far. However, I think that the Jaguars upset because the Dolphins are just super injured, and I think that they can get the win for the first time. I think Urban Meyer is so frustrated and all that drama going on, and I think Trevor Lawrence wants to stop looking like a quarterback that doesn't know what he's doing in the NFL. And maybe there's some tension in that locker room right now, but you know what? Miami doesn't necessarily have the best things going on their side either. So when you're playing a team like that in the NFL, one that's 1-4, one that's 0-5, some fireworks going to happen. Somebody's saying Burrow might not even play. Really? Is the injury worse? Okay, if he's not going to play, then I got to change that then. I don't know. Even still, you guys, the lines are so terrible that might actually still be a play. But I actually thought Joe Burrow wasn't as bad as it was initially stated, but I missed that update. My apologies. You sound like Rick Moranis. That's hilarious. Urban gonna herb. Jags lose. Yeah, Sharkbet says he played through it. Yeah, I'm kind of confused on that one. No backloads yet, you guys. No backloads as of yet. Jacksonville should be favored. So that's my upset of the week, you guys. Yeah, Burrow definitely playing. That's what I thought. Am I nuts? Like, I'm like, did I miss something? I thought Joe Burrow was playing. JD, we are all here watching a grown man drink chocolate milk at 4 a.m. That's the real upset. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, Sharkbait, he got hurt early in the game and played the whole time. He has a bruised throat. Burrow is 100% fine. He's playing. That's okay. I'm like, did I miss something? I'm glad I didn't. Thought Joe Burrow was going to be taken. Kenny Anderson is going to be the starting quarterback for the Bengals? Nah. Yeah, he's got Jamar Chase on his side, man. A reuniting of the LSU stars. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have been killing it, even when they haven't been winning games. Oh, my goodness. Onyx Paving 1 says not 100%. He was in the hospital. He will play. Burrow's going to play, though. Burrow is going to play. Does anyone know if Chronicles Draft Picks basketball is going to be retail? I would assume. Brian, you hit a 5-teamer. He hit a 5-way parlay. Congratulations, Brian. Dang, man. Grant says went to a hospital for throat contusion after the game. Yeah, I thought he was going to play, though. I thought that he was going to play, so that is why I was so confident saying that they're going to win on the road. And if he plays, they win. CJ Chavez, not quite yet. We have not seen a drop this morning as of yet, unfortunately. I already put a bet in on the Bengals. Shark bait, heck yeah. Poke Randler says, hi, chat. Drops probably won't happen today. Schultzy always on for Tuesdays for potential drops because they have happened, but more than likely tomorrow. Sorry, I'm tired. We are not seeing anything yet. No, we have not, Poke Randler. Unfortunately, we have not. Baltimore just won me a 4-game parlay, says Shark Bait. Congrats, man. B for the Ev. Dude, super generous. $4.99 super chat. Jags game is in London, though. Thank you so much. So I also like the Jags. Thanks for everything you do. Joe Burrow is cleared and ready to go as long as he passes a test. Hashtag WUAS. All right, so there you go. I thought Joe Burrow was like good chance to play, so that's why I was so confident making that call. And I am surprised that despite what's going on in the world with COVID, that we are still seeing those London games played. But there you go. And yeah, even more so, you guys, 2 terrible teams so far this season. And in London, anything can happen. I think that game is Jacksonville's for the taking. And I bet you the line's going to move. So get your money in now if you want that game, because I bet you come Friday, that's going to be closer to like a 2-point and way, way lesser of a money line. So 2-point spread and the money line's going to go down, in my opinion. Sayre Sports Cards and Collectibles says Burrow will play tough as nails to finish that game out. I agree. Oh, Aaron CT says, Schultzy, man, you got to talk up your Pokemon experience this last week, bro. Yeah, you guys. So that is the one thing in the Discord. You kind of get me chatting just real time what's going on. So with the huge Pokemon celebrations released last week, and if you don't really follow Pokemon, it's like an anniversary look back. Basically, the 25 years that they've been printing cards now and selling them to the masses in Japan and the United States and all over the world, they decided to go back and do like a lot of classic reprints, including the original Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise that you could pull from the original packs. I never, ever pulled a Charizard as a kid. And I don't know when I stopped ripping Pokemon cards. It was probably when I was around 12 years old, but on a whim, and you'll see this in my upcoming sports card hunting video, but on a whim, one of the Walmarts that got stocked near me had a bunch of ETBs. Celebrations ETBs. So the wifey and I bought one. We have 2 kitties named after Pokemon. We figured, why not? Let's rip an ETB. And look at what I pulled, you guys. We pulled together my first ever Charizard. These are not cheap. These are going right now for like $150 on eBay. I pulled my first Charizard. First Charizard, the wifey and I found it together. Wifey was the one holding the pack. But we were opening the box together, just kind of alternating packs, and there you go. Charizard galore. So had to share that. Thank you so much for pointing that out, Aaron. I just kind of had it sitting here. And I'm normally not a Pokemon guy, guys, but I got that experience, man. I got that rush. I'm 32. It took me 20 plus years, but I finally pulled a Charizard. Brad T. Thanks, man. Jeez. Jeez. I'm not going to repeat that because I don't want that word being in my YouTube algorithm in the middle of a video. But, yes. God. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, it is definitely not off-centered very much, that's for sure. Now I got to pull that the Chonk Pikachu. You know you made it when you got a Charizard. Yeah, honestly, I kind of want to buy another box to get a Mew. It kind of just got me back into Pokemon. It's like Celebrations, like, pulled me back in. All right, you guys, just past 4:40 here on Schultzy's card pulls. We have not seen anything loading on the back end on Target.com yet, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm not here just to hang. I love hanging with you guys. It's not that. I'm not trying to insult you. I woke up this morning because, you know what? I think there's a chance that there could be a drop on Target.com. I do. So, they're going to switch it up. It's not going to be Wednesdays. It's been Wednesdays for the past 6 weeks, but I don't think that's going to be a normal bankable day going forward. They did Fridays on a regular basis for a while. Vermont Cowbud, what did you pull that Charizard out of? It was an ETB. An Elite Trainer box. Cody U says retail Optic has no numbered cards. Is that true? If that's the case, then why the hell is Optic selling for so much on the retail market, even if it hasn't hit all the shelves yet, even if it's just the initial release and the price is going to drop for the secondary? Are you kidding me? If that's true, if retail Optic has no numbered cards, whoa. Panini just taking a shot, a jab right in the face of collectors if that's the case. Not even a chance? Vermont says Blastoise rules. And yeah, that box was $50, you guys. $50 ETB, but you get 10 packs. And then like 4 or 5 other bonus packs as well. And the 10 ETB packs for the Pokemon Celebrations release are they're all hit packs of 4 cards each. Which personally, I think that that's the way that the sports card hobby should go. I understand that there are some people still in it to collect sets. But man, what is Donruss doing? Just giving you, for instance, a fat pack of 30 cards, and then giving you the first half that are basically just extras that nobody's going to look at until you get to the turned over short prints. I mean, come on. Why even waste the printing ink? Why waste the time? It's not as fun for a collector, and it honestly, in the last year, doesn't really feel like that in both Topps and Panini products that collectors are pulling out as many hits, which means they're printing a lot more. KM says, congrats. I had the original first copy Charizard back in the day. I just got back in not long ago, pulled a Venusaur from the set. Congratulations. That's awesome. I think he's sleeping in this morning, but AutoGodz, you guys, one of our Link warriors, he pulled like 4 or 5 Blastoise. Just insane. Talking more Pokemon on this live stream than I ever thought I would talk, by the way. Camden says, hey, Schultzy, because of you last week, I got an Optic Blaster. Originally, I was kind of sad because I only got one, but when I ripped it, I pulled a LaMelo Ball Optic Holo rated rookie. Camden, congratulations, my friend. That is what it's all about. Dude, congrats. Nixon says, congrats. You are the 1 in 100 that didn't lose money ripping a Pokemon box. Thankfully, I pulled quite a few hits, too. So I think I was even able to pull enough other, like, just decent either classic cards or the ultra rares or whatever the second tier down was. Like, sorry, I can't remember. Was able to pull enough of those to almost make my 50 back even. So, excited for that. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know it's frustrating because 4:44 Pacific time, 7:44 East Coast time, have not seen Not seeing anything load on the back end right now on Target.com. Have been watching all morning, and unfortunately, we have not seen anything happening as of yet. Thank you all again so much. Oh, Grant, appreciate you. Just trying to catch up with the chat here. Come on, y'all. If you're not subscribed, go do it for him. He's so close to 10K and has put in so much work. Dude, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, that would be awesome. We are, shoot, I think I'm like 40 subscribers away. 50 or 40 subscribers away from 10,000. Just absolutely insane. I am so close. So close. Poke Fiend says everyone was saying this about Evolutions 5 years ago. What? That it was bringing back like people into the hobby and that it was awesome? Well, that's great that Pokemon can kind of keep that cycle going. I mean, good for them for being able to print cards. Brian Lawhorn says it's not looking like a drop today on Target. They're only watching to see how many people are up waiting. Then they'll try to screw randoms for the drop happening tomorrow. Food for thought. I don't know, Brian. I do think that they try to help the manual user. Like I said, week to week, it's like a battle of a baseball player getting called up for his first week in the majors, man. He shows up. They don't have much film on him against major league pitchers. He does really well. Hits 400, few homers, a lot of RBIs. And then you get some tape on him, so the next couple of opponents watch that tape, and he hits, like, goes 1 for 20 because all those opponents know exactly where to attack him in the zone. And then that batter's got to come back and make an adjustment. And that is what it is week to week with Target v. manual users and bots. It's exactly what's going on. It's like Target v. the bots is an ebb and flow week to week. Cody U says, yeah, please watch some openings of the Optic Megas and Blasters before y'all go crazy on opening them. Yeah, you guys, and I will. As soon as I get my hands on them, I will be opening them on the channel on Schultzy's card pulls. So you can get a good sense because, you know, watching, I would encourage you guys, and I'm not just saying this, say, hey, come watch my channel, but it is the reason I do a channel. I would encourage you guys, if you're really into a certain product or you really like to watch cards being ripped, that you watch more than one creator rip a box, because if you just watch one creator, then you're going to get that one creator's experience, which, I mean, whether they opened 1 or 2 boxes, that's not quite an accurate assessment of what the product is like. When you're watching 2, 3, 4, 5 creators, you actually have a bit of a better sense of what's coming out to people in those products and what's not, and what the chances are at getting hits. If you're seeing 4 out of 5 creators pull a LaMelo, then hey, there's going to be a bleep ton of LaMelos available, and it probably isn't going to be that high on the resale market. If you see 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5 pull a LaMelo, you know that's a little bit rare, and that it's probably going to be a bit of a tough time pulling hits, but the resale value is still going to be higher. So It really actually helps the age that we're in. It's really awesome that we all have the records that we do of all these boxes being opened, because you can go see, it's not just like you remembering what was last ripped. You can go see how good or bad these boxes are. And maybe that'll help contribute to the possibility of another junk wax era or not. But who knows? People might actually get smart watching boxes be ripped on a bunch of different channels. I'm just saying, you guys, it just, in the last few months, it seems like that hits have been a lot harder to come by. And maybe I'm just in a dry spell. I've pulled some decent cards, but I don't open enough by volume to, and this is kind of coming from poker, but I don't open enough by volume to really deal like with the variance on an even level. I'm still in a point right now where I could be in either extreme, where I'm pulling a lot of hits or I'm pulling no hits. So Mr. B says, I just followed you on all 4 of my channels. Thanks, man. I appreciate you helping me out. Helping me out a ton, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Although, please, I do encourage you, help me out even further if you do subscribe. Come back, watch those rips that I'm talking about. I try to make them entertaining. I In my own stupid little biased mind, I truly believe I'm one of the most entertaining rippers on YouTube, and it's not like y'all are coming just to watch cards be ripped, right, you guys? Little entertainment's what you're here for on YouTube. You want to have a good time. You want to smile. You want to be informed about a product, but maybe enjoying that process a little bit more makes you want to come back again and again and again. So that's what I try to do. Jonathan says, I'm tired. Yeah, I am too, buddy. Still waiting for a drop from Target.com, though. I do think that it is a possibility, but we are running out of time. Oh, no, we just hit 450, so the possibility is pretty slim now, but I will hang until about 5:05 or so. Hang for another 15, maybe 20 minutes here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. Yeah, the hot zone, you guys, has officially struck dead this morning, 4 to 4:50 Pacific time, 7 to 7:50 East Coast time. Fast Eddie P says bots of the future. I'm not so sure, my man. I am not so sure that the Federal Trade Commission, man, even if like the SEC gets involved or something like that, the way that they did bots, I don't know how it would happen, but I would not be surprised if bots, now they are illegal, trying to buy like concert tickets and whatnot. I would not be surprised if they were made illegal for any retail product. I really wouldn't. At some point, maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but in 5 or 10 years, everything that we've been hearing about the Grinch bots at Christmas that were buying up all the PS5s and whatnot, that will get to a point where powerful people will want to do something about it and put in a lot of time. So, Jonathan Suits, Morning Schultzy, I watched your select break from a couple days ago. Enjoyed your commentary. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I try to inform as well as entertain, like I said. Dave Taylor says, call the arms, like Schultzy's video right now. Bring yourself some good karma for the drop that is hopeful tomorrow. And yeah, you guys, if it is not happening today, obviously the chances of it happening are pretty high tomorrow, because it has been, for the last 6 weeks, a Wednesday drop on Target.com. A Wednesday drop for 6 weeks running. I have a record of it. Absolutely crazy. Cody Hughes says, I'm not trying to hate on Optic. I've just watched so many nightmare openings. Almost every pink-rated rookie was so off-center. Thanks for spreading the word, Schultz. You're so welcome, Cody. That's why, you guys, I'll go back to encouraging people watching multiple creators open a box. Don't just watch one. And if you really want a true sense of the product, don't just watch 2. Watch 3, 4, 5. Marcus Herzog says, Schultzy recently sold my LeBron James Silver Prism Kobe tribute card for $150. Do you think I should have sold it? It's going for $1,500 and a PSA 10. I wasn't sure of the longevity's cards. Honestly, or the card's longevity, I think that card's going to have some collectability. It's one of those cards that, just like those certain Michael Jordans back in the day, there's like a few promos or a few like holograph cards that are multi-$1,000 cards in a PSA 10 right now, just because of how awesome they are, or the particular set that they came from, just because of what happened with Kobe's death and that picture and LeBron being on the Lakers and everything. That card has collectability until the end of time. So, Marcus, that is the kind of card that, in my opinion, I think that you hold on to and try to get graded. But it depends on the centering, man. It depends on the centering. It depends on how that card looks. And if you didn't feel like you were going to get a PSA 10 from that card, then selling it for $150 was the right thing to do, man. You got top dollar for it. So that actually makes me wonder, was it closer to a possibility of getting a PSA 10? Because the good ones, at least, I noticed that on eBay, the cards that are sold for higher of a particular like base card or parallel of a card, usually those ones have a higher chance of getting a PSA 10. At least the buyer thinks so. Aaron CT says, can we just give a shout out to Donruss football? I seriously hated the product when I first saw it ripped, but since opening this year, this is I think it's my favorite product. Nice. Aaron, I'm glad that you're enjoying it so much, man. That's good to hear. When you love a product that you didn't think that you were going to enjoy, that is definitely a nice, I guess I'll call it Easter egg in the hobby. It's like, wow, you know what? Got my hands on this. Wasn't really sure I was going to like it, and I do. And that's what happened with Prestige 2021 football this year. So many great autos, so many awesome parallels being pulled out of those mega boxes, to the point where everybody trying to get their hands on Prestige Megas now, what are $40 MSRP, 21 Megas are, I think, still like 70, 75 bucks. It's crazy. Brad Seldon Esquire says, I've stroked that like button. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a lot. Pokane Fun says the silver is impossible to 10. Well, if that's the case, then shoot, maybe holding on to it and getting a 9 would have been better then, honestly. Poke Randler says, see you tomorrow, Schultz. Come on back, man. We'll be here. We will be here. Be there or be square. That old stupid saying that everybody used to utter. Those downtown are just incredible. Absolutely at a Donruss football. Man, I've never pulled a downtown, though. I wouldn't even mind pulling a downtown of a nobody or like a retired player. But that is one thing, you guys. It's like, that's kind of, this speaks to my luck right here, at least lately. And I do apologize. I pulled a drip insert, and it was a super short print case hit out of a Prestige football mega box, right? It ended up being like a $20 card because it was a DeAndre Hopkins. And everyone's like, oh, you missed a drip. And it's like, yes, and I missed a drip. How much is a case of mega boxes worth? All right. A box of 10 or 12 usually, right? So let's just say it's a box of 10, $400. A box of 12, it's almost $500. I mean, that case hit couldn't have been worth half that. Come on, man. And I understand that's what the market does, but it's just so frustrating when you score a huge case hit like that, and then it just ends up being a $10, $20, $30 card. The same thing happened to me for Mosaic last year. Mosaic football, I don't even remember who it was. It was like a linebacker. And it was a Genesis. It's like, come on, man. If this is going to be a case hit, then it's got to be of a decent player. Like a player that's going to sell. Although that's partly the market's fault, I must say. I do not understand why people only pay for quarterbacks. And you guys, it's spreading. This problem is spreading into basketball as well. And it's just pissing me off. Go look at what LaMelo Ball rookies are selling for. And then there's really no comparison. Then there's Ant rookies. Then there's sort of like James Wiseman rookies for some releases, but others really just don't sell. And then there's the next group down, like Tyrese Halliburton, Obi Toppin, that sell for maybe $5 to $7, $8, $9 a base card. And then there's everybody else. And there's more talent than that. Tyrese Maxey shouldn't be an $8 rookie card. Should be more than that. Halliburton should be more than that. They should be selling for more than Wiseman right now. The market just, I'm getting sick of the market and the reactions. And I'm not mad that it's just a buyer's market for sports cards right now. It just makes me wonder what the hell people are thinking. It's like only quarterbacks are collectible. Only the top 2 picks in a draft are collectible. Like, what the hell are people thinking? Everybody was all upset because collecting football cards was getting a little bit less easy to enjoy, because unless you pull a quarterback and only like the top 4 quarterbacks from 2020, you know that you don't even have a shot at making your money back, right? And that's part of the fun in the rip. Not only trying to build a collection, but the chance of maybe not necessarily making that big hit that's there, but hey, you know what? I could make my money back. That's not happening anymore. People aren't making their money back nearly as much. Part of it's the overprinting by these companies, but part of it, you guys, was a problem, and it was the minds of collectors and how they were thinking in their buying and selling process last year, undervaluing wide receivers, undervaluing defensive players, undervaluing anybody but a top pick in the NBA draft now, coming into this season. It's absolutely insane. You go and look, I mean, I don't know why the market does this, but you go and look at defenders in the Hall of Fame, in the NFL, how many thousands of dollars are their PSA 10 rookie cards selling for? Not nearly as much at the same population numbers as wide receivers and quarterbacks. And are they ever going to be on an equal playing field? No. I play fantasy football. I understand that concept. However, to see them not even in the same, like, a defensive player not even being worth on, like, a Hall of Famer, you know, this is my rookie card. I had a 15-year storied career, PSA 10, and it's not even worth, like, half of what a stud offensive player in the Hall of Fame that had an amazing career is. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's just absolutely insane. So who are the... I mean, because there's big money in the hobby now, but obviously the people with big money are a little bit lesser. There's, you know, regular Joes like me and a lot of people in the hobby like that can't really go for those big cards, those one-of-one shield autos, and chasing the now 5 to 10 one-of-ones out of each release. And that's a whole nother conversation from Panini specifically year to year. And the 30 to 40 releases. Go count it, you guys. I counted. There were near 40 football releases from Panini in 2020. 40. How are you ever going to try to build a set? Good God, man. So, anyways, I apologize. I'm not trying to sound negative, you guys. I love sports cards. I'm passionate about people enjoying what they're doing. And I just wonder what the hell's going on, because trying to... And I realized this during the Select Basketball retail rip that I taped yesterday and posted for basketball. I mean, yes, they printed a lot of that, but... God, they printed too much. I get that, but the experience just isn't there. It just isn't there. I didn't even pull a $20 card out of 4 boxes that totaled about $160 in retail cost. I didn't pull a $20 card out of any of them. That's pretty disconcerting for a hobbyist. Just saying. Yeah, Wayne Schurman says, I'm a set builder and I gave up. Sadly, it sucks. Mr. Bonus 614 says LaMelo auto sells for about half of what an MJ auto sells for. Should be about 2%. That is insane. That is absolutely insane to me. Oh my God. So there's all early hype on about 5 guys. And not just 5 guys in one sport, but 5 guys in general. Justin Herbert, LaMelo Ball. Those are top 2 right now. PNW, Lawrence Taylor cards are dirt cheap. Do you guys not watch LaMelo play? He's actually good at basketball and isn't just hype. I agree. He's great at basketball. But to say that in his rookie season, his auto should be worth half as much as Michael Jordan's? What? On a card like that? No. No. Junk wax isn't possible, says Fast Eddie. I don't know, you guys. I know that a lot of people think that the junk wax era isn't possible because there were a lot more cards that were available at a lot more stores back in the day. But guys, think about this. How many people were in the U.S. back in the late 80s to the early 90s? There were about 100 million or so less than there are right now, right? If I'm not mistaken. I have these numbers written down somewhere, but the population has grown at a staggering rate in the United States. So guess what also has grown? Stores, retail storefronts. Go look at the number of retail stores compared to now versus 1990 even. Let's just go say peak junk wax era 1990, right? You had each retail store offering a few hundred, maybe 1,000 retail locations across the United States, you guys. And every single place had sports cards in it, right? Now, Walmarts, Targets, other options like Barnes & Noble that sell sports cards have thousands upon thousands of locations. The population has grown. The number of stores has grown. And when we're seeing as much like Top Series 1, Series 2, and now, I'm going to say it, Select Basketball, in as many stores as we have for as long, you know they're overprinting. And how many parallels does Select Basketball have, for goodness sakes? More than 2020 Select Football, which was close to 160. Goat polls. Oh, we're seeing people talking about weighing boxes. I don't know, you guys. Weighing boxes, I don't think that's a good way to go, man. A, it's dishonest. And come on, we all got to be honest in the hobby, right? And B, from what I've seen, you end up just getting stupid relics anyways. So what's the point of even trying? All those tell you is what boxes might contain a relic. And a lot of those are going to be crap. So it's not worth you wasting the time at all. However, people weigh hobby packs. Do not, I repeat, do not ever buy loose hobby packs for sale on eBay. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Never buy a loose hobby pack on eBay. Unless it's like, obviously like one of those releases where it's just one hobby pack, you know, and that contains the hit. Or I would even say that like buying Topps Tribute, which is one of my favorite releases of the year. It's one of their premium releases. You got chances at big hits. I would say that is okay to buy like individual hobby packs of, because each pack is so different that weighing it, I mean, you can tell that there's a thick card in one and then a not thick card in the other, but that thick card could be absolute crap and you could be getting a redemption in the other. You really don't know. So, but other than those kinds of hobby releases, I would never, ever, 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 ever recommend buying loose hobby card or a hobby products, packs, or anything like that on eBay or Mercari or anything like that. Ever. Yeah, Broad said, Nell Squire says, buy singles, flip boxes. And like I said, you guys, I don't mind. If you wanted to buy a few boxes and you buy a couple, one to rip, one to flip, do it. I'm all good with that. Yummy Slow says, I've learned that the hard way, Schultz. Buying hobby packs on eBay. Yeah, dude, that sucks. Mike P says the reason for overprinting is all the demand on the cards, more printing, more money. It's all about the money for these companies. Yes, Mike, but please go watch my video on junk wax card era 2.0. I made it about 3 weeks ago now. I have a quote, and this was a Panini executive on with Sports Card Investors right around last Christmas, and it was a quote from him directly saying that people that were in the hobby back then during the junk wax era are caring too much to let that happen again. So I want to make that clear, you guys, when I'm seeing people saying, well, you guys, yeah, they're doing it for the money. But they're literally saying the opposite, and they're saying they're not. They're coming out and telling us, no, this isn't what they're doing. So don't just sit there and be fooled and be okay with it and say, well, hey, they're just trying to make money like every other company. Yeah, but they've come out several times telling people, we care about you. We care about our customers. We care about our collectors. We're not going to overprint like that. We have people that care about it too much. Yet look at 7 months later what's happening to the market and what's happening to all these cards all over these stores. Come on. I'm not frustrated at you guys, but I'm just saying, maybe wake up a little bit. Past 508 now, guys. Obviously, no drop. I'm just ranting about sports cards and the issues with Panini. And like I've said a few times, Fanatics buying into the game and buying the rights to all of the players that Topps and Panini have right now on all the sports, what that does is bails Topps and Panini out from having to answer for their terrible customer service for the past few years. So Fast Eddie P says, overprinting, I never had a problem getting cards early in the 90s. Okay, Fast Eddie P, you can go up right now. You have no problem. I'm not saying all sets are overprinted, but you can still go buy Topps Chrome right now. You can buy Allen and Ginter right now. You have no problem getting some of these releases right now. Draft Picks football was up for how many weeks? I mean, you guys are here every week, and you see that there are products that are still up every single week. So you say that, but then you forget that there are products that are actually available week to week to week, right? Come on. Come on. Come on. Like, you guys have to see what I'm talking about. JD says, you still buy the cards, Schultzy? Yes, because I love collecting. I'm just saying, in the last 2 to 3 months, it's gotten a little frustrating. I'm not just going to stop dead. I'm not just going to tell you guys to stop dead. I'm going to say keep your eyes out, and we need to demand better. That's what I'm saying. Ghost Goblin says, why would they care about the scalpers? They're lame. Talking about Panini and Topps, or are you talking about like Walmart and Target? Because they should care about the scalpers, because that really ruins the total customer experience. That's just me, though. Rip it up to Schultzy. I see it. I appreciate you, man. You guys, like, you've got it. All those arguments that you just came at me with are arguments that are very easily basically poked through, because it's like, well, there are some sets that have been up for weeks. Like, you can get cards. You're like, well, I haven't had a problem getting cards in the 90s. I have a problem getting them now. If you wanted to get some now, you could, brother. If you wanted to buy a couple right now, you can. And I see somebody saying, just stay with the top 3 PRIZM, Optic, and Select. That's not a bad play. And that allows you to keep from kind of getting messed with psychological tricks on Panini and Topps' end. Doing those repeated releases, because that is one thing that's different than the Junk Wax era to now, you guys. There were, 3 releases from a few different companies: Fleer, Upper Deck, Topps, Donruss, Pro Set, Opeachy, and then 1 or 2 more that I know I'm forgetting, and I really apologize, like obvious ones. Each of those companies had 3 or 4 releases a year. Now you have Topps and Panini, and Topps obviously has baseball, Panini has basketball and football. As I already pointed out, you guys, Panini, 40 football releases, or almost. It was like 39 in 2020. 40 different football releases. It's always like a new thing to chase. You're like a drug addict chasing a dragon at some point. Fast Eddie P says, that's why nothing is overprinted. There's too many sets. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying, though. There's too many releases. How many Justin Herbert rookies out of 199 are out there? Back in the day, there used to be a few. Now there's 40. I'm just wondering if Panini ever actually cared about the customer, or if it was all lip service. I think overall that's my point, is that they have tried to say that they're for the customer, but I don't actually believe that they are. Skybox, thank you. Amazing Card Ninja, Skybox. That's the one I was forgetting. All right, you guys, we are past 5:10. Shoot, we're going close to 5:15. And we've been on here for over an hour and 20 minutes, almost an hour and a half. I think it is about time for me to get out of here and go grab some sleep. I've been ranting long enough. I guess I'll wrap that up, guys, by saying, you know what? I love sports cards. It's why it frustrates me. I just got back into the hobby 18 months ago. And to see people at risk. Ghost Goblin, hold on, I got to respond to this. You're saying that they should care about their customers. That means they should print more. If they don't, scalpers will continue to buy everything and resell. No, they could actually make an effort with distributors trying to limit products in store. And obviously Walmart has done that now. Target stopped selling stuff in stores, doing things online now. It's just that when they're saying one thing and doing another, that's what's frustrating. If they would just come out and be honest and say, hey, they're trying to make money, I wouldn't even be mad about this right now. But for the last year, they've said they care about their customers. So that's kind of where you lose me. But yeah, guys, overall, I care. I care about the hobby. I don't think every single box should contain a great hit, because nothing would ever be worth anything. But it shouldn't be as bad as it is right now. Should not be as bad as it is right now. And I love my hobby. I want it to have longevity. That's why I think of these ideas like hit-only packs. I think that might actually work for fanatics going forward because maybe they won't have to print as much. Maybe they can focus on some other more fun stuff. Trying to manage quality control for all those bases, I mean, that's not an easy job. It's got to be hard. Uh, 718S817 asking what's expected to drop this week. All right, before we go, you guys, I'm assuming a lot of the same stuff as last week. Maybe we'll see some Bowman Chrome retail and maybe some Optic mega boxes, hopefully. All right, guys, but yeah, I'm getting tired, and it has been quite the morning. I've been screaming. My voice is going away. A lot of passion about this hobby for sure. All right, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Make sure you smash that like button for me on your way out. If you have not subscribed, please do so. We are so close to hitting 10,000. It'll be awesome. And I'll have some kind of awesome celebration once I get there. And definitely going to be ripping some sweet hobby box and giving away something awesome on the channel as well when that happens. And I appreciate each and every single one of you. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap it up for today. We will be back tomorrow when I would put basically a ton of money that I don't have. I would bet the house that I don't own that Target will have a sports card drop tomorrow, as it has been Wednesdays for the past 6 weeks. So make sure you're all here. I'm going to be on just in case. I might be on a few minutes earlier than I usually am tomorrow because we had a super early drop last week. Stuff backloading at 3:45. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all you. Hope you had fun. I do see the positive comments. I thank you all. Thank you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you all enjoy yourselves today. I know you all are going off to take care of business, either going to work or going to school, taking care of the family, taking care of the spouse, taking care of yourself. Maybe just going to take a nap, too. Either way, make sure you guys are good to yourselves and each other. And join that Discord if you all want to hang out when we are not on the chats. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. Schultzy's card pulls